Get your mind to work and work and work and work it, baby. And think about love can be.
We'll talk about it later. To be continued. Ladies and gentlemen, as the clap's already done. What are you talking about? I'm gonna let y'all do the
action. I think over the past 72 hours, we've seen enough violence, guys. All right?
It's about to be another
let's have some peace.
24 hours
some
of
peace.
violence.
We come in peace.
I don't got no issues, man.
Bruh.
I'm a champ. Fuck out of here.
This nigga wins in one video game and he's a champ.
This nigga barely wins in one video game. He's talking shit.
Video game, he's a champ.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mod 2020
I don't
podcast.
like that. Hold up, sorry.
I lost sleep for that shit. I'm sorry.
What?
You lost a half an hour of sleep that you
That's
wanted
enough.
to lose.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he made me stay.
No, I
you
won.
said,
I beat you. You could have left. You like, let me get
you know
another
what?
game.
Hold on, one more game.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's on you.
That is on you.
The fuck? Yo, can we start the show, man?
Now we $600 short.
Nah, see, now you didn't have to do that.
You're a funny nigga.
You didn't have to do that.
Thank you.
You really did.
Come on, Kendrick. What you doing, man?
Seriously.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Fucking
Mod
ass,
2020 podcast.
Jesus.
Where it's all love, peace, and tranquility all here.
At some point.
At some point. Thank you guys for being
That's
here.
what it is right now.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here today. Appreciate y'all. It's been a wild 72 hours, y'all. And we about to get into it. So before we start, I gotta pick your poison for YouTube. For everybody in the chat as well. Or watching at home. All right. Would you rather ride a dildo bike for 100 meters or ride up a steep hill for 100 miles on a regular bike?
I'm not going to survive 100 miles, but I'll take my chances.
Yeah, 100 miles, bro.
What the fuck I look like?
That's crazy.
What do I look like?
100 meters is short, though. Just get out the way.
Bro,
No.
a dildo bike?
Fucking gross.
Our engineers is cracking.
A dildo bike?
Yeah,
Meaning
bro.
you... Nah.
I'm getting
There's no way-
penetrated from the back.
You getting penetrated either way,
For
bro.
100 meters? Hell
Yeah,
no.
for 100 meters.
Think about it.
100 miles is a lot, though, bro. Bro, you're not making that. You're not making that in 24.
I will take my chances
If I
dying.
Go, if I
will
go,
die. You
I
will
go.
die.
If I gotta go, man.
So,
Nigga, you
what'd
talking
pick?
about how long am I supposed to stand
on.
up with a fucking dildo shit? Like that's
100
disturbing
meters,
as
I
fuck.
told you.
No, nigga.
Nah,
I'm good.
All right.
I don't want one
That's a
meter.
pass for me.
Seriously.
So what y'all thinking?
I just told you, riding for 100 miles, bro.
For real, bro.
Fuck it. I make it, I don't. I'll write a little note before I leave. Like, yo,
Niggas gonna fight your
I love
clips.
you guys, man.
Right the will, man.
You know, whatever's in my bank account, that's all I got. Just take it. It ain't much.
Over up.
Death over penetration. I feel you.
Somebody's gotta go.
How does that sound?
Death over penetration. I feel you. I said I feel you. I agree with you. Death over penetration. Y'all niggas are saying y'all dying.
Nigga said death for penetration.
There's not. Yo, you see how stupid these people are? Isn't that what they
came
just
up
said?
with it.
Isn't that what they just said?
No,
this
we
nigga said,
didn't.
I'd rather die than get penetrated. That's what y'all just said. So what are you talking about right now?
I'm out.
I'm done.
We are on 10, and we gonna continue.
The
Shut up.
upper room.
All right. So
ain't no way.
nah, there's a way, and we
Ain't
gonna
no way.
continue the way. So let's get this started, guys. What's up? Where y'all mental at?
Oh, I didn't know.
All right, I'll
I'll
continue.
start. Nah,
Y'all
I'll start.
All
I'll
right.
start. I see what type of day this is.
This is gonna be a day.
I'm at an 8. I'm at an 8. Mentally, yo, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. But physically, I'm at an 8. I tell you, I'm at an 8, man.
Okay.
But goddamn, yo.
Let me go next real quick.
Go ahead.
Before coming here, I was at like a 5. I was like a 5. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, that's
Good?
funny to
Where
you?
you at right now? He's just in a laughing mood today.
You just said,
Yo, it's that type of day, bro.
It's just it's been some stuff going on, but right now I'm at a good 7. Being here laughing,
good. You got out the 6s.
I got it.
You know, 6 God.
Yeah, no 6s right now. I don't want to see the number 6. I don't want to see that shit spelled.
Yo.
I don't want to see the Roman numerals right now. Just 7. That's what
Yo.
I said.
Okay.
Bro,
I'm with you today.
you?
What's the giggles over here?
Yo, put this at the clip, bro.
I know you.
I got you.
I know you were in a good mood, but then work and shit. You know how that go. But go ahead.
I'm at a 7.5 to be honest with you.
All right.
Fuck work because I don't really give two shits about work to be honest with you.
Nah, I feel
You almost out, bro.
That little issue is dim to me.
You got
Just trying to get
months.
them finances together. To be honest with you,
I
that's
feel
probably
you.
really what it is for me. Still trying to figure everything else out. That's about it, really.
Okay.
I'm not bad. I'm pretty good right now at this point, though.
I got some gears y'all want to get off your system. It's a lot been happening, you know.
I mean, the only thing that's
Gears to grind.
I definitely people who smoke cigarettes continuously still
what?
who take 4 to 5 fucking breaks.
I feel like this has something to do with work again.
and don't do work.
People
People who smell like cigarettes from fucking 6 feet away,
Yeah, that's rough.
and everything that you own smells like cigarettes.
You gotta understand where that's coming from, though. That individual.
Death.
Besides that, it's a habit, bro.
It's a bad habit.
No shit, Sherlock.
It is. You know what
It's
it is.
a terrible
too?
habit, but like,
Superficially too, it's an unattractive habit, bro.
They're the
Like,
worst. I couldn't date.
You
depends.
could be the you could be the baddest chick to me, but if you smoke cigarettes,
All right.
hell
it's
no.
immediate
guess
turn on.
what? For you looking at her like that, there's a dude that's smoking a cigarette, or
That nigga
he
ugly too.
maybe he was raised in a household
They
where
can
they
smell
smoke
together.
cigarettes,
I can't.
and all right, but
I can't.
hold up, but he's okay with the smell of it. You know, there's always that.
No, there's
type
being
of,
okay and there's being used to it.
all right,
Because
well,
I'm-
there you go.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's like,
Yeah, at some
I
point
gotta know
you
where
can't.
place to
Poison,
go.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you know what I'm saying? That is, it's just because you used to it doesn't mean you like it.
hey, listen, I got nothing to say to y'all. Y'all cigarette smokers. That's y'all vice. Enjoy yourself.
Figure it out.
Pick a better habit.
Yeah, e-pens, man. They don't really
Eat pens.
No, e-pens.
E-pens.
Oh, I thought you said eat pens.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
I said
no.
e-pens.
son,
E-pens?
that's Maddox.
E-pens.
I don't hate them that much.
Give me that. Like, yo, what? What's happening?
God
Smell like
damn.
some goddamn ink, nigga. Fuck out of here. Do I have anything else?
I'm sorry. No driving, no nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nobody.
People still drive like idiots. No,
Okay.
not that I can remember right now.
What you got, bro?
Allergies.
Oh man,
Man.
that's a good one, bro.
Allergy season.
Allergies, man.
Yep.
This
Um,
allergy seems a virus or something because Jesus Christ.
Listen, man. Every year we have this conversation.
So wait, is everybody like May is their allergy season?
You know what's
Once-
funny?
Whenever the trees are pollinated.
But you know what's funny? I grew up, and I understand that like I think it's every 4 to 5 years we develop new allergens in our body.
Mm.
But like I've never been affected by like pollen or anything like that
Really?
in my entire life.
I
And
used
like
to.
lately, it's just been killing me, and to the point where like I think that
It's
thing I
growing
had,
into you and
I
stuff.
think that was allergies because
Mm.
I did get myself tested. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't the flu. If damn felt like
wasn't
it.
the common cold.
That wasn't a comic, bro. That was death. Yes,
I don't know, man.
It was crazy.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to get viruses every spring break.
Mm.
So every spring break, I'll be in the house just watching anime all day until that Friday. It was one time my mother was so mad, fucked up, that she gave me a laxative that Friday, and I just shit bricks.
Nah, I'm out.
She
Interesting.
put it in my breakfast. I was like, oh my God, this is
That's-
delicious.
She told you?
No.
You didn't know.
She didn't
just
tell
put-
me until after the fact. She was like, yeah, I put laxative. I was like, why
That's
would
fucked
you
up.
do
That
that?
is fucked
That's
up.
fucked up.
But then the thing is, just imagine this. Soup and fucking orange juice all week. No solids, no nothing. Just
So wait,
basic
what
Wow.
were you weren't shitting anything?
So why did she give you a laxative? Were you like
I guess
constipated?
just to clean out my system for that Friday because it usually
Wait,
ends
time out.
by the
Hold
end
on,
of the
hold on,
week.
hold on, wait.
It doesn't last
The whole week
past
you
the
had
spring.
orange juice and soup.
Yeah.
Meaning you had nothing solid. And then she gave you a laxative?
Yeah, that's wild.
Nah, your mom-
That's wild.
Fucked up, man. I literally was like, yo,
you know
I was
how
like,
his
yo, I
bathroom
feel
sessions
mad,
was, bro.
good right now.
What,
She was like,
what could you possibly be shitting?
she was like, yeah, you feel
What?
better? And I was like, yeah, I feel better. And, and I was like,
Yo.
why you ask? She's like, oh, because I gave you a little laxative. Wait, what? Why would you
I
do
just,
that?
yo, that was.
I was just like, yo, never again, fam. And
Jesus
after
Christ.
that, I swear to God, I never had a stomach virus after that.
Mm.
I was like, thank God, man.
Yeah,
Not gonna
allergies,
work,
man.
not gonna
Trash.
Yeah, not going to
Trash.
I think I grew out of that shit. 'Cause
Yeah, we'll see. Because like I said, every 4 years.
hey,
bro.
man, week off, shit. Sound good to me right now.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the thick, chunky soups. It was that progressive shit. The blue cans, it's nothing but just juice and
I got you. If you
fucking hated those things.
I'm
Bathroom
just trying to
sessions is
understand
tough.
what could possibly be, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, for me,
Nothing solid.
Because okay, let's move on though. We need to
Move
talk
on.
about his habits.
Don't
Solid.
don't
That's
relive
fine.
my traumas, man.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
For me, it's kind of it's kind of interesting
You
because I'm
good
trying
chuckles?
to. So, let's move on from this. I don't want to talk
I just
about
think
his
it's
boo-boo.
funny, man.
It-
You just talked about a fucking dildo bite. I can't laugh at
It
this
was-
nigga shitting liquids. Like, what the
Death over penetration, am I right?
Yo.
Oh, God.
All right, man. Go ahead.
All right, cool.
I swear when they see this title, they're gonna be bugging. What the fuck is this?
Like,
It should be the
podcast
title of
about?
the show.
It,
What?
That should be the title of the show.
hell no.
Death over penetration.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, I heard it first.
Mm-mm.
Oh, God.
Death
We not doing
over
that. That's your
penetration.
segment.
Mm-mm.
That is your segment.
Nah.
Come on.
It should
I'm
be
taking over.
soup plus orange juice equals laxative.
That's
This nigga.
That's whack.
Okay.
That's whack.
Okay.
Keep going.
Penetration bike.
Yeah, penetration bite. Yeah, I wanted to. I said pick your poison.
You a dark nigga, fam.
Thank you.
You just a little
Take
dark
pride in it. Anyways,
Oh Lord.
what's grinding my gears? I mean, right now y'all niggas, but
nigga. What the
just
Listen, man. All right.
I've already stated how I hate
Nothing,
these
just
people.
let him get his shit off. Let him
But-
get his shit off.
What truly grinds my gears, I guess, at the current moment, I don't know. It's just
See, now you giggles. Now you giggles.
Sorry.
It's you now. It's not me. Now I'm laughing.
it's just gonna be a giggling episode, yo. These niggas are just giggling. Like
I don't understand.
I don't understand what's funny either.
I wasn't laughing.
It's a
It was-
sickness.
It's the sickness.
It's a sickness.
It's
It's
just
him.
laughing going around.
So why y'all
I wasn't
giggling?
even laughing. I wasn't even laughing that time. I was being serious.
No, I felt it. I felt it. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna keep it short. It's these niggas. They grind my gears. They
crazy.
just a lot.
Crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Outside the 2020, you know, they cool. Got love for them. But when it's crunch time,
I heard this before.
He always says this.
don't get me started on you. Cause you was like, if you ain't, don't get me
Let's
started on
move
you.
on. Let's
Whoa.
move on.
Oh no, Kdot's coming.
Let's move on.
All right, Cole. I bet you sleeping well tonight,
I
Cole.
apologize. I just
Nigga
want my
stupid.
tea.
All right.
Sit
So
in peace.
let's focus here, people. So I'm sorry, wait, what was
He said you want to focus.
You
All
wanna
right, all right,
focus.
all right. I'm locked in, bro.
All right.
that? Okay, so what is it?
It's
Who
gonna be a
wants
lot
to go
of
first?
editing here. So
No, we
recently,
keeping all
hang
this.
on, I'm gonna go first.
ahead.
I'm gonna go first. So recently, there has been a lot of back and forward between, you know, the rap, you know, what's going on in rap. Not just that. There's also other like, you know, types of different like celebrity drama and all this other shit. But that's not important. Either way, everyone picks their side. I feel like we live in a country where there's like one side and another side. There's there's a lot of in betweens, but it's like you're not allowed to be in the middle. You're allowed to you have to pick one or the other side, right? And this leads me to my point about fans. You know, whether you're a fan of a person, whether you're a fan of a character, whether you're a fan of like a certain thing, there's always going to be toxicity into it, right? So I want to know between you two, what is the definition for you of a fan versus the definition of a toxic fan?
I feel like it's the same thing. Toxic is just
It's actually what you're willing to do. It's more
Yeah.
action type shit. I could be a fan of Kdot, but you're not catching me going around Compton looking for his house where his parents live. And
yeah,
shit.
like
Mm.
that's toxic.
That's toxic.
So now, okay. What's the difference? Like you said, there's really no difference. So is there such thing?
I think it's
No, there is
I
a
think
difference.
I think it's like a fan and being like obsessed.
Yes.
Yeah, obsessity and just being the obsession of the actual person is the toxic part. When you actually put not pen to paper, but more like physically
Mm-hmm.
do things, then it becomes toxic.
Is that how you guys look at like being a fan currently? Like in your
general?
state? Yeah, in your perspective, is this how you?
It's been like that forever. I mean, Serena died by a fan, didn't she? So
No, that's
I
not
mean,
what I'm
Selena, I'm
asking.
sorry.
Listen to what I'm asking. I'm asking, what is your current how would you describe yourself as a fan of something?
Regular
not-
fan.
Yeah, I'm well.
Because
Let me
you
not
just stated,
I'm
hang on, sorry, you just stated too that there are fans that take it too far,
Yeah.
that will obsess to the point where they'll harm, take a Justin Bieber fan when he was coming up like years ago.
Sure.
His fans were volatile. They're still,
but I think there's again, you gotta think or look at it from Justin Bieber was a child
all right,
with child fans.
Mm-hmm.
Childs have no
type of
Control.
filter or chill or it's
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, like posters on the wall type shit.
Mhm.
It's mad extreme. But like, for instance, Drake is 37. Do I expect 37-year-olds to be at his show throwing their shirts on stage and oh my God, it's Aubrey?
Yeah,
Like,
his name is Academics.
that's fair. All right.
Shots. Okay.
All right, forget what I was saying.
You got it, bro.
My point being, right, is that I feel that you.
I
can-
got an example. When that girl was in Chris Brown's house and shit. That's all.
Would you consider that fandom or toxic fandom?
Toxic.
Toxic, right?
Toxic.
That's an obsession, bro.
Yes.
That's
So-
just overdoing it.
So I guess my real question is, where's the line? Because can we
I think it's
separate
either
it?
one or the other,
Right.
honestly. You're either macho and like you're cool, or you go and it's like I say it like this. It's like spices. It's mild, hot,
There's
extremely
levels,
hot.
There's levels
Yeah,
to it, right?
but
Because
I
like you
think-
might start dressing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's,
That's like mild, but then you really inching into like getting like
You want to be the person. Like you do
Right,
everything the person does. You talk and act like this person on a daily basis. And
Mhm.
it's like you're performing because you love this person so much and stuff like that.
do you guys think that it can also blind you to like the person in general of like the actions? So say,
yeah, of course you're gonna be biased.
right.
Yeah.
Whatever that person does is right, no matter how fucked up it could be.
To me, that leans more to me as a toxic fan. And that's I guess what my whole thing about it is, because I'm a fan of certain things, but like you two had a perfect example where it's like there's levels to this shit. Whereas I can be a fan of something, but I could also critique when it's like not good, when it's because like that's the thing when you're to me, if I'm a fan of you or I'm a fan of your product you're producing, unfortunately now I have this expectation of you of which I expect you to be at this level that made me a fan.
Mhm.
Now, realistically, nothing can stay at that level for long, right?
Right.
But what I don't like is we accept the mediocrity and we can see the downfall, and then just say that it's fine because it's this guy or it's this thing,
Yeah.
Whereas we can say, nah, we know this thing is capable. This something is being, this is capable of being better,
Yeah.
and it should be better, and it needs to do better. It needs to take time and not go away, but take time. And I'm trying to think of the word. Take a hiatus and refuel and come back.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like lately, and it's been like this for a lot of things. You could go from anime to anything, where if it's a brand and it's attached to anything, despite it doesn't matter what that brand puts out, it's just globally accepted. I've always been a perfect example. I'm sorry. I've always been I used to be like the biggest Star Wars fan.
Mhm.
I'm talking about I used to read the
Comic book?
the like the novels, like the Elseworld novels, like right after episode 6. I'm talking about from Dark Plagueis, all like
Okay. Got you.
right when Disney took it over. Whatever. All right, cool. Disney is gonna Disney what Disney do, right? But then Disney started coming out with Star Wars movies. And then they came out with The Last Jedi. Oh no, The Rise of Skywalker.
Mm.
And I to this day still that The Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars movie I've ever fucking seen. And the reason being
That's
is
tough.
because, well, I won't go too deep into the reason being because we'll be here all
Is
day.
that the second?
That's the last one.
Okay.
That's
go ahead.
the last
I kind
episode.
of disagree with
9.
you, but
We'll talk again.
Yeah.
We can talk about it. We're gonna be here all. That's gonna be another topic of conversation.
oh, happy Star Wars Day.
Oh, may the
yes,
fourth
may
be
the
with
Fourth.
you.
May the fourth be with you.
I gotta
But-
send that video about that.
But that being said, my opinions. Well, anybody's opinions is whatever. Everybody got opinions, right? But the thing is, what I don't like is, well, it's Star Wars, so
You're ruining like a franchise. That
yeah,
you
because
hold
of my
dear to yourself.
no, and people will accept shit because of Star Wars, even though this is not good shit.
Well,
If you are a true fan to me, you know that this is
this
not
isn't the best that it could
this
do.
is not the best that it can do. We
Yeah.
got half-assed by a talentless director, and this is what we got. And she said, "Fuck you, give me money. Here's Star Wars."
Yeah, it's like I need it now. Type
Yeah.
shit. But it's like
But the fans,
the
will
fans
accept
accepted it because
because
was
it's
so
Star Wars.
long. It
Yeah,
was
and it's
such
been
a
so
long
long,
gap of
you
like,
know?
oh my god, they finally coming back with new shit.
I'll give you another example. And I was talking to my cousin about this the other day. Dragon Ball Z, right? Love Dragon Ball Z. To this day, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. I would say had a great influence on my life. When Super came out, I was hyped. For the longest time, Dragon Ball Z has been on this long hiatus for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, Super really only had like 2 good arcs out of 5.
Mm.
The first 2 were retellings of the movie that they already did, which weren't really good. The third, I believe, was that mini tournament they did with Champa when you first introduced Hit and all that.
It was
It was okay.
cool.
The fourth was Goku Black, which Goku Black started off interesting
It was
and
pissing me
ended
off.
terribly.
Yeah, it was
like
the
it had the
worst.
worst ending I've ever seen. Like I was like, this. Nah.
It didn't make sense that how you get Blue Vegito can't beat Goku Black, but a Spirit Sword Trunks can do it.
Not only that, yeah, the unarmed power ups
That
and
don't make no
even the
sense.
ending. My man lost his entire time. Like he lost his entire universe. And the ending is, oh no, we'll just put you in another universe where there's another you and another Mai. Yeah, I just live together, but everybody you know and love in your universe is dead. But it's okay because you're living in this
I
similar
feel like
universe.
they
I'm like,
keep
what?
disrespecting Trunks, bro, and it's just like ridiculous.
But the point
bro.
being, right, is that it's Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Right.
You can't tell these fans that this shit is not good,
Yeah.
and they will accept it. And that to me is kind of like you can't be a blind fan. If you are like
A real fan is the definition of actually knowing when something's good and when it's not.
yeah, and you
Right.
want to support because I'm all about support. If I'm a fan of something, if I'm a fan of a clothing line, I get it because I want to support that product. But if that clothing line starts jipping me on money and
Yeah,
they're
they start
showing out
falling off.
low quality and falling off, I'm not fucking
Yeah,
with that
nah,
clothing
doing
line
that
no
shit.
more.
Yeah.
A good example is, to me, the Jordan 1 is a classic sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know if it was 2014 or 15, maybe 16 when they re-released like the band, that's the red and black ones, right? After that, Jordan just went crazy with the colorways.
Yo,
And to the
I
point where
remember that front where it felt like he was just like,
every
throwing
color
paint
you
at
could
the
think
wall.
of. Yeah.
and it's just like,
you-
but people would buy him.
because it's
bought
a
Jordans
classic
forever.
sneaker.
No, only
Them shits
time I
It's a
bought the
classic
Jordan-
sneaker, but y'all destroyed that sneaker. Y'all fucked that.
Last
That
time I
particular
got the
sneaker
Jordans,
up, y'all fucked it up.
I think it was the red, white, and black, and the yellow and black ones that came out. I got both of them
the
shits.
ones, right?
Yeah, I made sure I wore them bitches out all summer. After that, I was like, nah, I'm cool, man.
Crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
right.
It is, people can't get blinded because
You really like something, and
yeah.
it's
Again, you're a fanatic.
right.
It's
nothing wrong with like blowing up your room full of shit that you love.
Of course,
and stuff like that, and
right.
and making a chat and stuff like that. But
you gotta know when
you
there's
gotta
a
know
cutoff.
the difference when it affects their safety as an artist and stuff like that. When it affects their privacy and all that other shit.
Now you
Like I think I seen a video once where it was like about Justin Bieber where he sat there and there was people in front of his house or his hotel and he was like, "Yo, I get like you're a fan, I really appreciate it, but this is my privacy. This is my space."
Of course.
And I need this from you guys. Sometimes I need the privacy to actually be me sometimes.
Right.
Like, but, you know, it could get dangerous.
It can.
Of course.
It could get real dangerous.
You know.
Like
And
you said, like seeing what happened to Selena. Like that's the most extreme case.
Yeah.
there
you
are
know?
even more extremes, man.
There are
But
probably
then you
other
have
cases
like
we don't know about.
milder cases, but they're still extreme where
They get
fans
home.
and the celebrity or whoever it is has to go to court.
Mhm.
You
And
know,
that's-
or restraining orders or
Restraining
whatever
order.
the case may be.
Or
Like,
somebody has to put his hands on the fan because the hands can't keep.
and
the fan
now
can't keep
there's
his,
another lawsuit.
Yeah.
Now you're painted as a bad person,
And that's-
because
That's
you know,
one of those things where it's like that's the price of fame, right? Where it's like you have to.
Sometimes it's also the price of that they have to actually recognize the effect of their fame
Mhm.
to that person. If you don't realize, sometimes I think that was the problem. I don't think Selena realized how much of a fan she was that she was willing to do something like that.
But you see,
Allegedly,
it's fucked
'cause I
up
don't-
because her star was still growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know.
that's what I'm saying. It's like
And I feel for some of these celebrities too, because it's you got also if you're dealing with a fan that's not mentally well, and Instagram and social media is a thing now where artists are always,
Connected.
connected there. You got these people making fake accounts. If
Right.
they're not aware, like, oh my God, this Nicki Minaj says she loved me, but she needs $30,000.
Right.
Like,
Like
You just a
why?
dumbass for
Why?
that one.
But
but no, I
people
used to
fall
think
for
that,
it.
but people fall for that.
yeah,
And whether it's mental or whether it's because they believe, or whether it's young or inexperienced, that shit happens.
yeah.
Right.
And they wind up like doing something to like go to cause harm to that person or worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think there needs to be like you guys stated, there needs to be level. There needs to be spices to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And even when you get to the high spices, you need to calm the fuck down. You put too much.
That's a case by case player, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in doing that, I know you want to talk about your thing.
You wanna-
yours first.
I was gonna say
I was just gonna talk about this rap shit real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'll give my little
for a
quick
summary. Yes, I've been waiting for this.
I'm not gonna do what I did with J. Cole, people,
Poetic
Boo.
justice.
but I am gonna adjust my seat. All right, so listen.
We gotta put some background music for this shit. Bro.
Not even. I'm gonna just say how I feel. Boom.
Where do you want to start, by the way?
So we start with, we had like that, I think the last time that we were here talking about
Yeah,
it.
we talked about
And,
it.
and I was like, yo, Drake, it's time. Right?
What you thought with the response? 2 responses.
Okay,
Your responses,
I'll make
in
it
your
quick.
opinion.
Oh,
it 3?
well, all right. I like
Yeah.
the concept of Drake's first response, which was the 50 push-ups, but I didn't like the execution and maybe the subject matter, because he himself went through that same shit in terms of him saying, hey, you're signed to this guy, signed to that guy, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that because it's like, all right, you're saying that Kendrick is doing this. Meanwhile, Kendrick is no longer a part of TDE, the label.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're always family, but they're no longer associated with one another.
It did seem on what's the word, like unupdated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're bringing up.
It's like old
And-
shit. It's like I got
yeah.
it stuck in his stash. Or
Another thing that came out of this was, like we talked about the other day, AI, right? So AI, when the shit first dropped, everybody's like, yo, this is an AI track, and it's not that good. As soon as it was confirmed, it was, oh, this shit is fire.
That what the fuck I tell you, that fandom shit. I can't stand that shit.
But it also fucks up music, because then in Drake's other response, he had a fake Tupac and a fake Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
I mean,
Yeah.
that was just creative. I'm sorry.
It was creative, but it was stupid. hello, Kendrick, I'm talking to you. Like, bro, really? He could have easily got a snippet of like a old Tupac something, like a interview or whatever, and put it in there.
Right.
And there's so much countless times where Tupac was just talking.
The
endless
estate
amounts of
sued him
shit.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stays soon.
He was saying that apparently Kendrick got that settled where they sued. I don't. It doesn't matter because Tupac's family doesn't even own his estate.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
So it like literally they're trying to just get money off of him, but Drake should know better.
Right.
Either way. Then we go to Euphoria.
Boy.
Boy.
I told this man if I was personally beefing with somebody that I was in the same field with and I heard that track, I'd probably call crying like, why? What?
Like
what did I do?
what-
to you?
what is
I thought this was like
Friendly.
jest. I thought
But
this was all
you know what's
jest.
funny? That as we're sitting here now, up to date with what's going on,
Mm.
that was friendly.
That was friendly. You're
That
right.
was actually
that was
friendly.
yeah, compared to
That was like, all right, bro.
the last
Ha ha.
16 hours of the day.
Yeah.
I only heard 616 LA. I didn't hear the
You didn't
last
hear
one for Kendrick.
When you
when
take
you
I
your
heard
time.
Family Matters though.
All right.
Yeah, you did hear from him.
I'm kind of tired of the shit, to be honest with you. But
All I'm
keep
gonna
going.
say,
Fair
all
enough.
I'm gonna say is, I like Euphoria because to me, the wittier person in the battle is Drake in terms of he'll have the wittier punchlines. But when Kendrick comes out and he says, "Hey, you standing next to Sexy right now? I know you see two bad bitches." That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Right? I can't not laugh at that.
That's true.
It's like petty versus pretty niggas.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, bro, like Kendrick, that shit is layered up because Kendrick is just that caliber of MC. Fine. Thursday, I'm minding my business. I'm actually working out, right? And I got X or Twitter or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then I just see in big bold letters, Kendrick dropped another one? I was like,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean? Right?
This is right after our session too.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
right
like,
after
yo,
we
what the
left.
fuck is going on? So then I listen to it. And another thing I want to say is getting your ass kicked to old school 1970s
Crazy.
instrumentals is
Crazy.
wild, but funny as fuck. And that's the essence of hip hop. That's what hip hop is birthed on.
Right.
You know, classic samples, but goddamn, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Al Green and Teddy Pendergrass whooping your ass is crazy. I say that to say, me personally, I didn't think Kendrick needed to come out and give him another song,
Overkill, to be honest with you.
but it
it's
was
just
bait.
good strategy.
It
Now
was bait.
that we're sitting here,
Yeah,
that was
you can
bait.
see that shit was bait.
And it's funny because
you
He
didn't
was trying to
listen.
get drag out all his shit.
But think about it. Drake did the same thing. Drake dropped
Two.
the right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So Kendrick was in all right of dropping too.
Right.
Even though it was like, yo, bro, it was overkill to the point where it was like Kendrick just gave us Euphoria 48 hours ago, and then 48 hours later he dropped this shit. At least
Yeah.
Drake gave us like a week. Like, all right,
Yeah.
y'all could digest this shit for the week. Kendrick gave us no breathing room. He said,
I was
I'm
telling
gonna
him.
bomb on this nigga.
I was telling him. I know Cole happy. He getting rest now.
He's
He's
chilling,
chilling.
bro.
He's just chilling.
If I was him,
Nigga
I'll
sleeping.
be on Mount Fuji sipping some type of tea.
Nigga
Just
better
like,
be
huh.
getting all the sleep in the world,
Bro, I'll be chilling, sharpening my shit with the senseis because like they're also saying that this is Cole's promotion for the fall off, which is him taking a deep dive and him showing that he's falling off as a rapper, where this dude is still a high caliber rapper. He just
Right.
opted not to get involved with this
I
shit.
agree. I agree. I agree.
All right, Kendrick did that shit. Drake drops Family Matters, and I was like, all right, here
Here
we
we
go.
Damn.
Right?
Joker.
The gloves are off.
I didn't hear nothing that made me want to be like,
Nah,
yo,
that's not
What,
true.
from Kendrick or
That-
from
no,
Drake?
from Family Matters.
from Family Matters.
That's not true,
Bro,
I'll real quick.
Domestic violence?
Nah, yo,
What are you
nah.
talking? He said,
He-
yo,
my
you're
ma-
punching up at your girl because she's taller
My
than
man
you?
said, "Yeah, that shit was funny."
What?
I was just about
I ain't
to
gonna
say
hold
that.
you. I heard it once
He
and
said-
nothing like grabbed me when I listened to it.
He said,
He said,
yo,
you punching
my
up at
man
your
said,
girlfriend.
yo, I was looking for your uncle
No,
because
no,
I
he
wanted
said
to
he
talk to
told-
the man in the house. And after knowing his uncle got a sex change, this nigga was wildin'.
Yeah, man. This man said he called the cops on his girl because he was punching up at
Son,
her taller.
I was like, all right.
mention the fact that she's mixed.
Yeah.
Mention the fact
I heard that part. I was
yeah.
like, so
No, but we was talking about, see, the thing was Kendrick was trying to come at Drake
Drake
for
for-
him not having his,
Yeah, he
not
didn't want
knowing
to
his
say no
identity.
nigga,
Right.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
didn't want
not
to say
knowing
no
what
nigga
side
no
to-
more and shit like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yo.
And he started off like, first,
So there was-
nigga, fuck
right.
outta here,
I
nigga.
like that part because it's like he
It's
can't
like,
say
yeah,
nigga no more.
facts,
I
right.
like nigga. I'm like, all right, cool.
But you saw how crazy it was. I don't know if it was Family Matters, but how little he didn't give a fuck about Rick Ross. He put him in like one sentence.
was-
and
But
shit.
the thing is, he still found time to address that because he dogged Rocky.
He dogged
I don't know if
Metro
people
again.
What did he say to Rocky?
When he said Rakim, that's Rocky's real name.
Oh,
So he was talking
I
about,
was
yo,
saying, like, yo,
I
he
had
better not
you.
be talking
I
about
had,
Rakim.
No, I'm stone faced. I didn't know that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that
his real
either.
name is
Because I know
Rakim.
he mentioned Rakim.
I
Like,
heard
he
that.
didn't come
Yeah.
after
He
Rick
said
Ross.
Rakim. Oh, I had
Facts.
your. He said I had your baby moms too, and if you talk to her, she would probably tell you not to fuck with me. And the only thing we know you for is dressing. Your albums are mid. That's literally. I was like, yee.
I didn't know
And
his
then
name
he
was
said,
Rakim.
That
he
is
said, yo,
cold.
Future.
I
I
didn't know
know
that either.
I know
That's
Metro
crazy.
Boomin is influencing you. Like, he kind of said, yo, I don't really have a beef with Future, but Metro Boomin, I don't like
Fucking
you.
like you, yeah.
And
That's
then
what
he mentioned
said.
Abel. He mentioned Abel. Abel is the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said, your fucking manager is a drug addict, cokehead that's always in some shit. I was just like, this nigga is wildin'.
Yeah.
And before I even got time to
Before we
breathe,
talk.
literally 15 minutes later,
15 minutes
meet
on
the
the
Grams.
dot.
I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Now you're gonna have to explain this to Ty. He didn't hear it yet. But
Bro, imagine I can't say me.
nah, you know what a
Imagine a
dissection
random
is?
person.
Oh, what?
You know what the term dissection is, right?
Yeah, like, picking you apart.
He
There's
picked
a
him apart.
level
Surgically.
beyond that. Surgically.
Now, all right, I just want to say this. Whether Drake really has a daughter or not,
That's crazy.
hold on. That's not what the big thing is here.
No, it's not.
The
I
same
know.
shit that Pusha T did. Pusha T, yeah, he threw Drake's son in there, but that was in the midst of telling him how fucked up his family was.
Right.
And Kendrick just did the same shit, but
No,
he
Kendrick
addressed
did it worse.
everybody.
He addressed
one
everybody.
by
He started
one.
with his son. He started with Adonis.
He said, "Your
He
dad
said, I'm
ain't
sorry your
shit."
dad ain't shit.
He said, "Yo,
I'm sorry you don't got a man in your life to show you how to
Son.
be a man.
son." He said, "When you turn 18, get a gym membership instead of going to prostitutes like your pops." I was like,
No.
"Nigga, no, stop it."
This is going too far. This is going too
He
far.
said, "Sandra,
This is supposed
who's
to be-
Drake's mom.
Sandra.
I know you tried your best, but guess what? This nigga ain't shit,
Right.
and I wish." He's so terrible as a human being.
That
I
is
want him
your
to
fault.
die.
and then
He
he
literally said, "I apologize, but I want him to die."
He did say that.
I was like, "Yo, what are we doing? What's happening?"
He then
Then
addresses his dad.
he goes to his pops. He says, "Dennis, I blame you
Yeah,
for all of this." He said, "Your son is a pill popping, gambling, alcoholic, fucking pedophile because of you."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that wasn't even a kicker. He said, he only brought you back in his life to pay you to be next to him so he can identify with his black son.
man. Yeah,
I was
he
like,
did.
"Oh
He really
my
did.
God."
Bro.
Then he says, "You have a daughter." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, then
come
he
on,
said he
bro."
got a daughter. I forgot the
And-
name.
He didn't even name.
He didn't even-
I didn't even need a name at that point, bro. I don't think he named her. I don't
feel
care
like
if
he
the
did.
daughter's
I got-
real or not.
All right.
The execution of this track was ridiculous.
It really
And then he
was.
closes out with addressing Drake. He says, "Hey, this was supposed to be an exhibition, but since you want to get crazy,
Right.
we can get crazy." Meanwhile, this was all tailored by Alchemist, by the way. Shout outs to Uncle Al.
Uncle Al.
Jesus Christ.
Yo.
But
I didn't know that either.
he just, him literally going and saying, "Yo, Drake, everything was cool until you brought my family into this.
Mhm.
And that's why you really like Mr. Morale, because you're identifying a lot of shit that's fucked up with me is
Right.
also fucked up with you.
Right.
On a deeper level, you don't know who you are
True.
and you need therapy. But the nigga said you need ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is a journey you take where it's like some extreme drug shit.
It's
where
like
you-
the spirit journey, like a
Like
go-
Native Americans?
yeah,
Yeah, you
kinda
go
like
kill your
this-
ego. He said you
Yeah.
need that. I was like, nigga, stop. Stop it, please.
Yeah, and it was
No more.
It was crazy. It was
And-
crazy.
I say all that to say, I am in no way, shape, because I've seen people saying, yo, this is like Takeover and Ether.
No, it's
No,
not.
right.
This
No,
is
it's
not that.
This is not takeover and either.
This
Those
is
are
not
the
that.
one
This is not
shot.
yeah, those are one shot
one-shot kills.
Yeah, those were.
This
they were.
is what boxing is like.
This
For
is
people that
boxing.
don't like boxing, this is boxing.
Right.
You jab for the first 6 rounds and you get busy for the next 6.
Right.
And this was that. And I'm just like, no more. Please. I can't take no more.
Now, yeah, I agree with you. I will say
I'm
I
tired of
can't.
this
I don't
shit.
care
tired
who
of it.
won. I know I wanted this.
and that's what's funny.
I
don't
wanted this.
This is so. There's a positive to all this.
What?
This is great for hip hop. This
Is it?
Is
It is because
I don't know.
this
I don't know.
think about it. This is getting Drake to be at more consistent. I mean, this is getting Kendrick to be more consistent
as
than
a
he's
rapper.
ever
Yeah,
been since
that's true.
2015.
That's
True.
true.
Drake, despite how I'm not the biggest Drake fan, I will admit that. I don't hate the man, like,
He just don't shy
but
away
he
from the
just
shits.
does not vibe. But
But most of the
Family
time,
Ma-
he be egging niggas on, too.
he does be egging niggas on. But he coasts through the singing shit and whatever. In my personal opinion, with Family Matters, this is the first time I heard this nigga spit. Whether it was him
And this or the Ghost Riders.
or the Ghost Riders
Like I
that
said,
he hires,
it's execution.
his execution was on point. I was like,
Facts.
yo. So
Facts.
that's the positive I look like. The
I-
negative.
I agree with you on both of those.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The negative. This shit needs to be done. You're right.
No more.
There's no more.
I
that
don't
needs-
want no more.
Yeah.
I see
'Cause
niggas
now
saying
we're
there's
hitting-
more.
Now we're
I
hitting.
don't want no more.
I think Drake. I don't know if it was Drake, but somebody put out a leak footage of years ago when Kendrick invited a white girl on stage, and she was. I forgot the song, but he was rapping. She was rapping with him.
Oh, and she said
and she
nigga.
said nigga. And I think Kendrick even responded, yeah, but I don't want you to say nigga. There's a difference.
Yeah, he said that on the stage, but he
Yeah.
cut it.
Yeah.
There's also footage of Drake with a young chick from years ago.
Yeah, that 14-year-old shit.
And he was like, damn, you so bad. And it's like, but you're underage. And he knows this in the moment,
Yeah.
and he's still going.
Yeah, he
and
still
it's like,
goes.
bro, this doesn't help. Also, too, the nigga Kendrick said, they're about to raid the embassy. The embassy is Drake's house in fucking Toronto, bro. And when he said that, I was like, sex trafficking? No! I was like, no!
So now we're getting into now we're getting the legal shit.
I was like, what
This
is
shit is
happening?
killing
This is gone too far. I don't care about y'all niggas' families no more.
Yeah.
I love music.
No, that's what the thing. I love music too. I
This-
agree with you.
this is
But
too much.
Take your families and just go.
Go.
The same thing I told him is like, it's not. There's no such thing as a win and lose in this situation. They're still gonna be who they are.
They are.
There
But
are.
it's not
And
gonna be a
people-
loss.
You're right.
for
And
this
people
shit.
are gonna pick their sides, but at the end of the day,
They're still gonna be who they are.
Ty, at the end of the day, you got to realize the only loser that came out of all of this was Meat Mill.
yeah.
You have to realize that. When you have a
Damn.
nigga, when Pusha T is somewhere right now in Virginia, like
So wait, I got a question then. You think Meek Mill got picked that poison then? Is that the penetration?
that nigga was penetrated
That nigga was
clearly.
penetrated.
As you see what Diddy has did to him.
We don't know this. I'm gonna say allegedly. No,
Allegedly?
listen.
Fuck
listen,
allegedly.
listen. Nah. I'm not gonna say it until
Bro.
there's some irrefutable proof. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying
Meek
I'm
still
not
walks-
gonna speak.
Meek still walks straight right now. I'm saying.
You seen him? You walk with him?
When's the last time this nigga been on an ATV?
Oh, I do.
Shit.
You stupid. You stupid.
He don't even ride
You
bikes no
still
more, bro.
ride
He'll
bikes.
ride
ain't-
bikes no more.
I will. Damn.
I'ma just leave that right there. Let
My
it simmer.
nigga don't ride four-wheelers no more.
Hey man.
Well, we know what choice he would make, and that's why I say you need to put the title.
I'm not
All
doing
right.
It's
that.
all right.
If you
I'ma
would like
do
to,
it.
if you would like to talk about love, because we
Go ahead,
just
yeah,
discussed
yeah.
a lot
I
of
want to
hate.
talk about
We need some
horror.
love. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I want to talk about horror first.
Oh, go for it.
So I went to go see Abigail.
Oh, mhm.
That's
That's a remake, right?
I think it
Because
is.
isn't there an old Abigail?
I believe
know.
so.
I
No,
don't know.
I think it is a remake from like an old
I just
50s or 60s movie.
is it?
I believe so. Don't hold
I'm
me
not
to
sure.
that.
I'll double check.
So
Yeah,
this
me
is the Thai horror segment. We talk
Alright.
about anything horror.
Yeah, hey, go for it. Let's do it.
So just to let y'all know, clarify, I love horror films. Eric says he loves horror films.
I do.
I'm not sure Travis does.
I love horror films that actually scare me.
Okay.
I agree with that.
I'm sorry that it does not happen in my case. I just want good plots and it actually be unpredictable. I don't want to have to predict the shit that's going to happen, and I just don't.
Right.
So Abigail, I'm going to probably give it,
This is out of 10.
yeah.
Mm.
So let's say it's 7.
Okay. What
7
makes it
is
a 7?
pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Pretty good.
Because there's a lot
didn't
of
look really
shitty
interesting.
horror films, man.
It didn't look like
Can
a
I
7.
spoil it? I don't know.
Don't
if
spoil it, but do you know how to give reviews without spoiling?
There was an Abigail in 2019. I don't know if it's the same shit.
I don't know. That might not be the
Nah.
same.
Let's just say the movie had
It's
a
not.
good.
Give me a synopsis. The
Okay,
synopsis is a plot. What's the
Okay,
plot?
so think of Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
but they kidnap a kid.
Okay.
All right.
And then they have to hold this kid for 24 hours.
Okay.
And so in doing so, I'm going to call you Mr. Black. You're going to call me Mr. Whatever. So they come up with these names. A bunch of people in the same house. This is the dude from Euphoria, the one that died. I'm assuming this is like his last movie. The one that killed himself and shit.
Okay. He's
so
in this movie.
they're all in this
Rest in
house
peace,
together
wow.
for 24 hours and shit. What's the dude name? The dude from fucking Do the Right Thing. Fuck.
Who, the Gus?
The old guy.
From
He got
Do the
that
Right
movie,
Thing?
The Gentleman, now on Netflix and shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
though.
he set it up and shit. He got these people to kidnap this girl. She, rich father and stuff. You hold this kid for 24 hours. We're gonna get all rich and shit like that.
Okay,
so
that's an interesting plot thread. So they kidnapped this girl because she comes from a wealthy family.
Yeah,
but
so turns out people start dying.
She's possessed, or
no? She's a vampire.
Wow.
You didn't see in the trailer, they literally tells you she's a vampire.
I didn't see the trailer.
Okay, so basically she turns out to be a vampire.
That's crazy.
And then it's just basically like, oh my God, she's a fucking vampire. And
what
then
are we
she's
supposed
like,
to do now?
we're like, yeah, how are we supposed to kill this vampire?
Wow.
And then she's like, I like to play with my food. So she's like, she's a little girl, but she's not a little girl, ballerina, and she just has fun killing all these people. And then it's like a synopsis. It's like just a drawback to like what this house is. Was this all a setup and all this other shit?
So what made you give it a 7? It does sound
it was
interesting.
consistent in what it was. I probably would say the ending got a little weird in a sense. As far as like, I know when my girl, she kind of wanted more of a backstory and stuff like that, but it was just like a child with like daddy issues and shit.
Okay.
Who does it for her father type shit.
She kills for her father.
She kills for her father, but the father
She kills for like her father's acceptance.
No, like he's like a boss.
Got it.
Shit. So it's
She comes from a family of vampires?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't draw two back. The father is one, but they didn't draw two back in the family history. It was just hey, one girl finds a whole plot like blood of bodies and shit, and she's like, I've been doing this for such and such, and then it's like, my dad don't give two shits about me, so I'm doing this so he can pay attention to me type shit.
Got it.
So choose these 3. Go see it in theaters. Wait till it comes out on streaming. Don't bother.
Wait till it come out in Max.
Okay.
It'll come out in Max at some point, just because all these movies and shit. So my little segue about
all right. No, that was good.
Love and everything and shit like
we
that.
need some love, man.
So okay,
yeah,
music.
You got an engineer looking at you like, yo, whoa, yo.
Nah, I'm just fucking around.
You want to hit the booth real quick?
Nah. Like, go ahead.
All right, so I watched the Chris Brown interview with Tank and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to fully watch it. I've only saw like the highlights, so y'all can kind of go.
That man's talented. That's all I got.
We are, as like we
I
said.
know that. Yeah.
So there was a question that they asked. Well, Jay Valentine asked him, giving everything that he's been going through and stuff like that. What does love mean to you right now at this point?
That's an interesting question for him.
So, he answered how he answered and stuff, which was a great answer. I didn't think it was like shady or anything like that and shit like that. So I wanted to ask you guys, and then I'll give my answer, whatever. What does, at this point in your life, after everything you've been through and shit, whether good or bad, what does love mean to you now?
That's an interesting question. I'll start off. I guess for me, Oh, wow.
I'll go.
Yeah, thank you. I have to think a little bit.
To me, I think love is like, I want to say bulletproof in a sense, because it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it could be a feeling. More so, it's just like the energy, you know what I'm saying? And it's like nothing, regardless of how fucked up the person or whatever the situation could be, nothing is going to like change how you feel towards them.
Right.
It could be mom, dad, whoever, family, your spouse, whatever. And the older you get, the more you kind of pay attention to how this person or you yourself care. You know, it could be like simple shit, like small things, big things. It's like, wow, you know, you took time to like consider me out of 24 hours, whether
Right.
it's 5 minutes, the whole day, whatever the case may be.
So you're saying love to you is accepting people for who they are.
Of course,
And
that's.
then
I think
just-
that's like one of the main parts of love.
Okay. And then you're basically saying like time put in with this person.
Time and, you know, just sharing your space.
Right.
Okay.
You got to be able to share your space.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a feeling,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to. It's so many layers to it,
Mm-hmm.
but most of all, it's bulletproof.
Right.
Because no one can tell you. Y'all can say, "Hey, but she does such and such." It's like,
That's not gonna deter you about how you
Yeah.
feel about it. I feel
you know what I'm
it.
saying? So
Okay.
I had to think about it for a second when you asked that question because I pondered on that quite often because I do agree somewhat with Travis in the sense that it's not necessarily bulletproof, but it is durable.
Mhm.
Whereas like love to me, there are different tiers of love. And what I mean by that is you can have the love I can have for my mother is not the same type of love I would give for like you guys, for
Mhm.
example. And I don't
Right.
know if crazy shit. But
nah, yeah.
I can the love similarly is I want to use the word unconditional because there are people that I do love unconditionally. It's just at the same time though, there are those same people they could have set habits that I won't tolerate.
Right.
Doesn't mean I'll stop loving them.
Yeah.
It just means I won't tolerate
Mm-hmm.
that. And I'm not saying that, Travis mentioned like love means that, you take this person who's not necessarily
Perfect.
perfect, but you love them anyways.
Mhm.
And I agree with that 100%. But I do think that strong love requires that even we change for the better for the person that we want to be with. And that person sees that and also wants to be better for us, So, yeah. And it took me a little bit to kind of ponder because not to say I haven't been in love, I have. But I hesitate to like talk about it because of what I felt so much I've done. And not to say that this person hasn't, but like a lot of things I felt that I would like and talked about and requested and even
Mm-hmm.
voiced, they didn't really reciprocate or felt like there needed to be anything like everything's fine. Why we need to change this type of thing? I'm saying, well, this bothers me about this thing. And I don't necessarily think that means that that person doesn't love me, but it can kind of twist your mind and make you think that this person doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right.
I know I was all over the place, but I
No,
hope you
no,
kind of
you
got to
good.
understand. Yeah.
Love is also all
So-
over the place.
I'm about to cook.
All right, go cook.
Real quick.
Excuse me.
I'm about to do a Travis.
All right, background music.
This is top of the dome. 'Cause
Mm.
I wanted to write it down, but
Mhm.
I couldn't get the word. So I'm gonna give y'all.
It's coming from a real place.
I'm gonna give you 10. And
10
it's-
things?
I'm gonna tell you to me what love is.
All
10 things.
Mm.
It's gonna probably sound like how the priests talk about love
Yeah.
before somebody gets
Like
married type
you're
shit.
gonna be preaching. Yeah,
So
go preach.
I'm gonna give you the negatives and I'm gonna give you the positives. I'll start with the negatives. Love is blinding.
Mhm.
Love is toxic.
Yeah.
Love is stupid.
Love is envy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it can be.
Love is gluttony. Well,
Interesting.
let's just say greed instead of gluttony.
Okay.
Trying to think of another negative. Shit.
Well, the point is,
Love is dangerous.
Love is dangerous.
Love is
Yeah.
dangerous. Okay. So love is peaceful. Love is vulnerable. Love is encouraging or motivating. Love is safe.
Mm.
Is that 4 or 5?
That was 4.
It was 4.
Mm-hmm.
Love is ever changing. I'll just say all that, just to say what love is to me, because everything we've been through at some point, we've felt the negative parts of love and then also the positives. So, case by case basis, y'all would know what those words mean to y'all each.
Of course.
Loving wise and stuff. So
I do have one more question.
I got another one for you, but go ahead.
I'll ask mine real quick.
Go ahead.
Do you two feel like it's possible that y'all could fall out of love?
Yes,
I think so. Yes.
definitely have.
Okay, I don't need to go too into it. But
Okay.
All right.
So my question for you, you said you've fallen in love.
Yeah, I can say now confidently that I'm getting back on that. Like I'm falling in love again.
So my
With
situation is I've never been able to tell somebody I fall in love with them.
Mm.
I've never gotten to that point.
I'm glad you
To
mentioned
do
that.
so.
Yeah,
So it's not a problem right now for me because I feel like there has to be conditions met for me to
say that.
or to even know what that feeling's like.
Same thing.
I've never got so far in a relationship where it's like shit, like
Yeah,
like that
Yeah.
type of feeling, and I want it, and I'm striving for it. So, what is that feeling like to you?
it feels similar to all the stuff that you described, where it's like I can see this person for their faults. I can see the person for everything that basically I see this person and good or bad, like I want to be with them. Not just because I care, but because I love them. The scary part about it, because you mentioned this, is I've never fallen in love prior to that.
Because
And-
I know there's a difference between saying I love somebody
Yeah,
and falling
in
with
love.
them.
No, I fell in love.
Okay.
And I fell in love with this person. And it's kind of like I said, it can kind of be dangerous, especially if you're someone that doesn't like to put their heart out there, because I've never heard that person say it back. Now I'm not necessarily a person that needs to hear it back. Like that doesn't really matter. I'm a more action oriented person.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you don't hear it and then the actions start kind of waning,
You wonder.
Yeah. And then y'all where we me and Travis knows y'all know that situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how that hurt me, because communication is everything in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And you've fallen out of love because you just feel like you don't want to get hurt again. To the point where even if you meet somebody new and you're feeling those same feelings, I'm suppressing
skeptic.
the hell out of
You're a
it.
real skeptic about
Yeah,
that at that
I'm
point.
skeptic. And that's where I'm at right now, because it's building up, and this person is
It's, really good.
great, is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be that feeling is I say it's a joyful feeling, but also at the same time,
It's
if you
It's your
think about
mind.
it'll
It's like a trigger.
yeah, because it's I always contribute it to being have y'all had a day where y'all felt really happy for just any particular reason,
Yeah.
and then it just immediately just goes to well, this shit is not gonna last, so then it kind of messes you up a little bit. I don't know if you ever been through this, where it's why am I so happy?
I've had
days where
days
some
like that.
it,
You know
it
what I'm
takes one
saying?
person to do it.
You're right.
It takes people close to me to ruin that day.
And yeah, and it's you shouldn't be focused on when
What's
it's gonna
mess it
go.
up. Yeah.
You should be focused on
Yeah,
the
definitely.
fact
moment.
that
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget that. At least me. Let me say not we, but sometimes I forget that, and that's what I'm scared of. So.
I just want to say, when you with somebody new, when you
Butterflies and honeymoon phase and stuff.
all of that,
Mhm.
but you got to restock the printer.
Mm,
Yeah,
Fresh piece of paper.
mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Clean slate.
I gotta
You
get
know
rid
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
old ink too,
And-
man.
Push that paper through. Anything's bound to come out, but you got to push the paper through. And you got to think that you don't know what's going to come out on that paper.
You just hope that something good.
You
comes
just
out.
hope it's something good. You hope it's not fading.
Yeah,
You hope it's fully colored. You hope it's not black and white. You want it to be vibrant, and you want to receive whatever is on the fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that's another way to look at love.
No, that's a great.
Right,
That was a
right.
great
I like
metaphor.
that. That was a
Shit.
great metaphor.
That was bars.
Yeah,
all day.
facts.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah.
definitely. I used to have this thing about females is that they will never be content with what they have in front of them, where they always ask, "What are we doing?" over and over again and stuff like that. Sometimes I used to suggest play the fool. Just play the fool sometimes. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the moment of being with somebody. Somebody's in your life for a reason,
Right.
or a season, or they're supposed to teach you something, a lesson or whatever. So I would rather play the fool and it don't work out to know exactly what I learned from it. And if I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I feel you. I don't, even with my last love, I don't hate them now. I still got love for them. It may not be the same romantic love I've had for them, but I don't want to see them harmed. I want to see them do well in life and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I've learned a lot from that love, where it's like, I had great times with them,
Yeah.
but I also know what I will no longer like
Yeah,
tolerate
deal with and shit.
and deal with. And that being said, like you said, it's one of those things where like it's work, where it's like so another thing about love to me is I'm a person that I have learned just through I enjoy just doing activities myself. And that's for a bunch of different reasons. I just enjoy my own company.
Mhm.
I can be at home or I can be out and I can enjoy my own time. So when I'm around people or a certain person that I just enjoy their company constantly, that like they don't bother me, or I was like, all right, I'm tired of hanging with this person. That's a form of love to me. It's not like I
Being
said,
able to invade your space without any.
yeah, without it seeming like I'm like it doesn't feel like, because you ever had somebody that I don't
didn't
know,
want to spend time with,
Yeah.
just killed your whole
Just
vibe.
kill your whole
and shit.
vibe.
Like, ugh.
right?
Yeah.
Is that's I've had that, and when I like being with people that not only just makes me feel good,
But you want,
but I
you-
want to.
You like crave that company.
Yeah, I crave their company. Like, genuinely, I enjoy when they're around. I'm okay when they're not around,
Yeah.
because I know that they're okay.
Yeah.
But when they all do come, it's all love,
Mhm.
and whether that's from my my niggas or my significant other that I adore. It now there's levels to it, obviously, but like, yeah,
The most precious thing is to be bored with somebody. And
absolutely.
It is.
The
older you get, the more it's just like, wow.
I do think
Yeah.
you should. I do personally think you should. You should learn to be bored sometime, but at the same time, you should learn to also like do activities with each other. You can't be
No, of
bored
course.
all the time.
No.
Like, you
I'm
know
just
what I'm
saying
saying?
that there has to be
But
a moment where you're
yeah.
just sitting there.
But if it's raining outside, and y'all in the house together, pop on some fucking Netflix, whatever,
Or sit in silence.
or sit in silence.
You gotta-
or could be just doing something.
There
else.
you go. That too.
All right, you could
You could do
come
that
on,
too.
man. Yeah,
you can lose control real quick.
You know?
lose control. This man is funny as hell. Y'all good?
Yeah.
I just want to close with sports real quick.
Go
It's the
ahead.
NBA playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Denver and the Timberwolves are kicking off tonight. A lot of people are crowning the Timberwolves as the new hotness. And Ant-Man is like the new version of
Yeah, they saying MJ.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's what they saying.
The man is a baller.
He is.
If he don't win that ring, they gonna shut the fuck up after that.
I'll say this. He's going against the most dominant player in the NBA. Joker is no joke.
Yeah,
All right.
Joker's just-
That boy's different.
And
Groove.
I just want to say Denver doesn't have a better team. Like, their team isn't as good as last year. But the Timberwolves have a more talented team. So you would think
That's
that they have the edge. Their head coach just blew out his leg in the last series because somebody fell into him, which means he's not on the sideline, which means
wasn't playing,
it's
bro.
more. It doesn't matter. It's more
Yeah.
pressure on the dude,
Done
the assistant coach, to relay plays and know when to call timeouts. I know
Yeah.
it seems so simple.
But it ain't.
It's so
the
important.
The Lakers prove that it's important.
yeah.
Yeah. You know,
So-
that's sorry, but that's crazy. They didn't even give him an exit. They announced it on the show that like he's no longer with the team.
Bro, what you gonna do?
You could let her give him a
LeBron-
notice.
They probably told him. They probably told him like, "Yo, if we lose,
I doubt
if we
they
get
told
swept."
LeBron
like,
said,
you gotta
"You're
go."
out of here. You're out of here, bro." Like, who's more important?
Donovan,
You stupid.
what the fuck you doing, Donovan?
I say all that to say, I think that the Nuggets' intelligence is gonna show this series.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're undermanned in terms of talent, but I give the Nuggets the edge slightly, unless Ant-Man leaves this planet, which is possible. But I say Nuggets in 7. The Knicks play on Monday.
So yeah, I was about to say to you, is Knicks making
The
it to the
Knicks,
second round?
they're in the second
In the
round.
second round,
Oh,
The
who they playing
Knicks
against?
in
they're
my
gonna play in
they're playing the Pacers.
they're playing Pacers and
The Knicks haven't made the Eastern Conference Finals since 1999.
Yeah.
I was 10.
Yes. This
or
is
I was
true.
turning 10 because when they were on their run, I was 9 still. I just want to say that the New York Knicks are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Not going to the finals, but you got to take what you could get.
That's Knicks
The
fan for you.
Pacers-
We're gonna take.
I
They're
think
gonna take what they get.
lose
The
the second
Pacers-
round, bro.
This is the second round.
This is.
I think they're gonna lose it.
All
They're
right,
going-
there
they're
you
going
go.
against the
Do you want to?
No,
All right,
Money.
smart man.
I'm gonna just come here and say I told you so. That's it.
I think the Knicks are gonna beat the Indiana Pacers in 6 games because of the fact that the Pacers play no defense and they
Yes.
only want to outscore teams. The Knicks are gonna be tired for 2 games, and they're gonna allow the Pacers to score 120 points in 2 games. The rest of those games, the other 4 games, the Knicks are gonna have that motherfucking team
Yep.
in the mud. So
Talk about it.
you're gonna see the Pacers score like 90, 95. You're gonna be like, the fuck is going on here? That's what's gonna happen there. The Celtics, we don't know who they're playing yet. They're either gonna play the Magic
Yeah.
or the Cavaliers. I will say
It's looking
this.
like the Magics though.
Well, the Cavs go home tomorrow, and this series has been
Well,
whoever's
it's a series
at
tie,
home.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3-3.
So
Whoever's at home wins. Cleveland's at home, but like Eric said, I do think the Magic can pull this out.
Yeah.
But I'll give you both scenarios. The Celtics have to prove to me that they're a serious basketball team. I still don't think they're a serious basketball team because there's no reason for you to lose to a Heat team without Jimmy Butler. I say that to say, if they play the Cavs, they should beat the Cavs in 6 games. Should. If they play the Magic, I think them young motherfuckers, they gonna fuck around. And them young motherfuckers is gonna test these boys. And I want to say it could go 7. But I'm going to say 6 also.
Against the Celtics.
Yes. Like, I think Orlando could really match up well with the Celtics. They've shown in the regular season that they can match up well with them as well.
Okay.
So, Celtics either way, Celtics, Knicks in the East. I got Denver moving forward. And now, OKC versus Dallas. I don't know what the fuck going to happen here. This is a series too. Like a series. I want to give it to the Thunder, but they're a young team.
Mhm.
And right now, what Luka and Kyrie are doing is crazy. Especially Kyrie. I love the fact that Kyrie's just shutting the fuck up and playing basketball. I appreciate that so much. Because he's playing basketball at the highest level he's played basketball at since he was with LeBron.
Yeah.
Shea is a hell of a baller. But the thing is with Shea, he's going to need Chet and J-Dub to really step up this series because Luka is a motherfucker, man. I want to say Mavs in 7. I think I'm going with the Mavs. I really want to pick the Thunder here because I know the Thunder could beat these dudes. But it's just something about having a super duper star and, having a superstar.
All right.
So that's all I got. Oh, go Yankees.
That's
That's my whole thing.
All right. So that's about it. Continue to keep watching. Continue to look at old videos.
We appreciate the
New
support.
videos. Definitely
Absolutely.
support. Like, comment, share. Usual shit. We'll have more sports, horror, and
I'll
eventually.
be coming at y'all with
For
some
those
video-
keeping score, I only watched 3 episodes of One Piece.
It's okay. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got our boy
Well,
finally watching One Piece. So
If y'all didn't know, we are expecting this man to watch One Piece. He needs to watch
5 episodes
15 a week, which is
what?
nothing crazy.
for him.
yeah, this man's a binge job.
15 episodes in a week is nothing crazy for anybody.
Like we're closing out the show.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so hope you guys have a good week. We will see you next week or something like that.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon
Be on the lookout.
on
My
the lookout.
2020.
And we're gonna start being annoying on your asses.
Death over penetration.
Oh,
God.
man. All right.
All right.
All right. This guy.